It's always good to be able to come and celebrate the Eucharist in different parishes. And usually when I've come here, it's been at 4:30 on Saturday night, so it's kind of nice to be here today. Today we've come together and we're celebrating in many ways two important events that deserve some comment and our attention as we bring Easter season to a close. And as was mentioned at the beginning of the Mass, next week is Pentecost. And after Pentecost, we gear up for ordinary time, which goes for weeks and weeks and weeks, but it also means summer. And summer's already here, whether we like it or not. When we complain winter and no spring, now it's summer and it is hot as whatever. And we're not going to complain. We're not going to complain. This past Friday evening, I work at Vianney High School, so this past Friday evening we had our baccalaureate Mass. And Saturday, last night, we had our graduation. And then all night, till 5 o'clock this morning, we had our all-night party. So it's been busy, and all I can say is, wow, time marches on, and I'm sure it's that way for you. This time of year is lots of graduations, lots of different kinds of graduations, and you may find yourself at some of them. You know, we have kindergarten and the little ones, and then they get a little bit bigger, and we have 8th grade, and we're going to have graduation, and then we have a little bigger, high school, and college, and graduate school, etc., etc. They're all dressed up nicely, shaven, and looking kind of angelic at times, and walking with a sense of pride. Graduations are the reminder to us, whatever they are, that people advance to different stages of their life, and that some people come and go, and sometimes that's okay. We want them to move on, and we want to give them some wings. But often there is that sadness and joy mixed together. Sometimes we have to ritualize these events. Sometimes we have to recognize that they are here whether we like it or not. Now, what's all this have to do with us in the feast today? The Feast of the Ascension, first of all, in many ways, is like a graduation. Jesus is given lots of different titles, and some titles he probably, if he was asked, would prefer not to have them. We have given those titles to him. But one of the things he was a teacher. And he tried to pass on his advice, his values, what he believed to his pupils, the disciples, and in many ways we'd say to ourselves. Those disciples he sends out into the world. He blessed them. He graduated them. He instilled confidence and courage in them. He said, "You are going to represent me." And the word witness is used several times in these readings that we heard a few moments ago. Because you and I are witnesses. You and I are his representatives. You and I are the ones that have to decide whether we're going to get into the team spirit or not, the family spirit or not, the whatever spirit that brings us and binds us together or not. We make decisions by our lives, by what we do, by what we say, and hopefully they're good decisions, but we all know that sometimes we fail and we make bad decisions. But we're witnesses. We're witnesses to our baptism. We're witnesses to our baptism. Baptism means then that we have been given, that's our diploma in being a Christian. And we are called then to go out and to take what we've learned and to do something with it in the world in which we live. How we live our lives, how we celebrate our beliefs, what Jesus has taught us, ascension meaning then get out there, go to the ends of the world, as it said in the gospel or the first reading, whichever one it was. You are my witnesses in Jerusalem, Samaria, all over, and even in South St. Louis. Okay, that's us. Witnesses. Speaking of witnesses, we have some important witnesses here in our midst. Okay, some important women in our lives who are witnesses to faith, witnesses to what it means to care for their family, witnesses about courage and confidence and compassion. Those 3 C words that are so important. Witnesses to, what it means to be there for my husband, for my kids, for my grandkids. Someone once said, to the world, you're a mother. But to your family, you are the world. To your family, to our family, you mean so much to us. You are our world. And that's why we honor you today. That's why we pray for those of us who have lost our moms, but we bring them to memory. And being a mom today, it's a vocation, but it's not always easy. Sometimes, though, we do take that for granted, and we don't think about it unless someone brings it to our attention. Yeah, being a mom is about joy, it's about laughter, it's about celebration, it's about having fun, it's about wonder, it's about mystery, but it is also, sadly, and for some even more, it's about tears, not always tears of joy, but tears of sorrow. It's about trial and tribulation. It's about decisions that have to be made that you wish you didn't have to make, and sometimes, sadly, today, moms are in positions where they have to make those decisions alone, etc. Bottom line, mothers, important vocation, important witness, and a role that is all about love and example. And today, it gives us this chance. Hopefully, it's been there all the time, but if it hasn't been for a while, it gives us this chance to say thank you and to do something not only with words, but with our example and how we're going to celebrate that. The smallest of things do matter. And so think about how you're going to do that today. In the first reading, the apostles, it says that at some point, they were staring up at the sky. Feet grounded, staring up at the sky. Today, I don't want you to stare up at the sky. I want you to stare at the person that you're honoring, the woman that's in your life that means so much. Stare at her and look at that sparkle in her eye and knowing the joy and the love that you are bringing to her as you honor